What's going on, guys? Failed to listen. Welcome to 2017. And speaking of 2017, I have completed my first game, so we are off to a good start when I set that whole mark of I'd like to complete somewhere between 30 and 50 games. We already got one out of the way. The Witcher 3 expansion, Blood and Wine, that massive expansion. It is its own game. I can safely say that, all bias aside for the game, because I am pretty biased. I think now it's very possible, and this is saying a lot because of how I feel about games like Final Fantasy VIII and Suikoden, and a little more recently, at least compared to those games, things like Fallout New Vegas, and there's many others. I really feel like now Witcher 3 could be my favorite RPG ever, and I was already feeling that way before I played, Blood and Wine and Hearts of Stone. But if you were on the fence, if there is any doubt in your mind, if you've played The Witcher 3 and enjoyed that, but kind of on the fence about the DLC or whatever, buy it. It's totally worth it in every possible way. The only thing left to do at this point, at least as far as The Witcher 3 goes, is going through New Game Plus, because it's no longer a blind playthrough, and a bunch of side quests, Witcher contracts, treasure hunts, things like that. So that's really all that there is to do in that game, and that's still saying a lot, because I have I'm close to 230, 40 hours, something like that. It's ridiculous the amount of time that I've spent in that game. Sometimes, man, I'll spend just 10, 15 minutes, riding Roach and looking around and seeing how beautiful the environments and just the world crafted is. It's really something special. In terms of RPGs, there's nothing else, as far as I'm concerned, that looks better. There is nothing else in the entire RPG genre that is as impressive as The Witcher 3. We can argue art styles and things like that, but as far as being impressive, I just don't see it. So more of the same, I think, is what we're going to get in 2017. I want to try and review a lot more games in 2017. I'm not going to promise that I will review every single game that I complete. So if we hit that 30 mark or that 40 mark or even that 50 mark, I don't know if I'm going to review that many games. That's pretty crazy stuff. There's probably not many reviewers on YouTube that put out 50, 60 reviews a year. Maybe there is. I don't know. But I'm probably not going to be that guy, at least not right now. YouTube is, I'm not Angry Joe. I am not Total Biscuit. This is, at least right now, not something that can be a main source of income. So while I like doing the reviews and you guys seem to have a lot of positive feedback for those reviews, I just can't promise that I'll review every game that I complete in 2017. So it's been pretty crazy, man. I've been gifted more games over the last day or two. Someone gifted Mankind Divided, Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Someone gifted Dark Souls 3. And what else did I get? I got The Division. Oh, The Division, since I've put not quite as much as Dark Souls 3, but I'd like to say that, I had my doubts about The Division. I always thought it looked good, but the YouTube videos, while they look damn good, just don't do that game any justice. That game is very impressive from a technical standpoint. There's a lot going on there, the lighting and everything, a lot of really good attention to detail, and that can help when it comes to these open world games and me, and there's a little bit of looting and stuff as well. So I kind of thought that I would take a little bit of a break from these open world games with looting and, so on and so forth, and play a couple of linear games. And I still plan to do that. But I think the Division is something that I'm going to be playing now, maybe off and on, or maybe after I complete a couple of linear games and get out reviews for, one or two of those, then maybe I can move into the Division, play that for 30, 40 hours and give you guys my take on the Division. And I like it. I think that is a solid game. I don't know if the reviews did it any justice. I want to say, if I had to guess, it sits somewhere like in the 70s or something, the 70 average on Metacritic. But those have been some of my favorite games this generation, and I need to make an upcoming video talking about that as well. So I have been gifted a ton of games, guys. A ton of games, AAA games, indie games, AA games. It's just, we don't really get many of those anymore, do we? The AA scene, that's, I don't want to say it's completely dead, but we don't really get a lot of those anymore. But there's just going to be more of what you guys seem to like on the channel. And I don't know what else to say, but thank you. Thank you to those that watch the channel here on YouTube or Twitch, giving me the views, following and subscribing. Thanks to all those that have, gifted me games and all of the other stuff. I really appreciate it. And I think that's going to wrap up the video. I'm going to get back to playing some. I don't know. I think I might play Rise and Inside back to back. Those might be the next two games I play and review. We'll see what happens. Rise looks pretty damn good, I'll say, for a game that's a couple years old now, 2 or 3 years old. That game looks pretty damn good. I cannot lie. It runs well, looks awesome, and while it is what seems to be pretty repetitive, it's fun. It's good, mindless fun, and I'll probably say that more than once when it comes to Rise and some of these other games for that matter. So thank you guys all very much. Hope you had just, good fun holidays, had a good New Year. Hopefully you didn't get too drunk or do anything really stupid that you shouldn't have been doing. But is there anything else? Yeah, gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching. Take it easy. Peace.
Warning. Additional incoming hostiles detected.